So, I honestly spent the last 40 minutes literally crying in silence. I just literally had a whole wave of flashbacks in my head, but like the flashbacks were all like very sad. And honestly, it just gave me a bunch of heartache. Hence why my eyes are like a little red. And I wish I could say I'm okay, but that would be a lie, so I'm not. I'm just sad and a little upset. This year is coming to an end, and honestly, I'm glad it is because this year was just overwhelming for me. And it sucks it had to be the year I turned 21. I miss my grandmother. I hate my dad's side of the family, and I thought about younger me having to go through a whole bunch of heartaches and heartbreaks and everything while I was in high school and in middle school. It honestly sucked. 8-year-old me getting SA'd and then not finding out that it was SA as I got older. So it just makes me question a lot of things about my life and my family and be like, what else? What else is going on that I probably don't know about? Why am I being told certain things? Why are certain things being sugarcoated? Why did my grandmother had to leave me at such a young age? It wasn't even until I was like 8 years old that I actually thought about committing. And this was way before the internet. Like, way before. And then as I get older, it's just, for me, I come to the realization that I can't really connect with my dad's side of the family. I can't really connect with them. So, there's not really anything else to connect to. My aunt practically disowned me. My other aunt was being a bitch to me. My grandmother favors my cousins over me and my sister instead of favoring all of us. So nothing else is different. Every year on Christmas, we get the crappy presents. My cousins get extravagant as gifts. Fun. I still hate my fucking aunts to this damn day, and I do not give a fuck about them or their damn feelings. I refuse to talk to my cousins except for like one of them. I hold a lot of resentment in my heart, and it's hard. I'm not completely happy anymore since my main source of happiness was taken away from me at such a young age, and it wasn't even her fault. I'm incomplete. It is taking a lot in me to not end up going back to what my 14-year-old self used to do, which was just keep everything bottled up and just not say anything. My aunt told me to my face in a text message while I was 18 years old that I'm not my dad's kid. She told me that in a text message. Because she was wrong in a damn argument. I don't give a fuck about what happened in my parents' lives before they had me and my sister. I don't care. Whatever happened was between them. Let them solve it, and if they can't, all fucking well. But to say I'm not my dad's kid when my dad raised me all my damn life for 21 fucking years, to sit here and tell me that I'm not his kid, the bitch ain't got no hair on her damn head. She's a skinny ass twig that could literally be snapped in half if called or said. My aunts were on Facebook while I was 18 years old arguing with me because they were being petty and bitchy while they know their asses was wrong. There is a lot of dirt I have on the family that I could spill, but I'm not going to. And still to this very day, my parents still do not know that I was SA'd at a young age. They still don't know. And honestly, I'd rather them not find out because it's too late for them to do anything. 13 years too late. Wow. And the aunt that practically disowned me, every time she was wrong in a damn argument or she's losing, she goes after people's kids. She always did that. That's why each year I kept growing up, I get distant, like a lot distant from her. You would think I would stop crying over this shit by now. You'd think I'd let it go, but it's hard. I'm an emotional type of person. It's hard to just let shit go. It's extremely hard. Like with all the drama I had to deal with this year, you'd think I'd be able to let it go by now. And some of it I can't really let go because one, it shouldn't have happened, and then two, you'd think I'd be able to solve shit privately, but it's hard. And I had 3 dramas to deal with this year. And they all happened near the middle of the damn year. or straight up in the middle of the year, which sucked. I lost somebody who I thought I could trust, but they proved to me that I honestly don't mean shit to them and that their partner mattered more than me, which I guess I probably should have saw coming because I think they were with their partner way before they actually got into my circle of like friends, like circle of like siblings and stuff online, but like that's like besides the point. You would think someone who's been trying to get my attention for like a lot of years or a couple of months would actually take into consideration how I would feel about the whole thing. But no, they cared about how their partner felt more than me. This is the same person that kept trying to get my attention and be friends with me while my channel was at its peak. This was the same person I let into my circle of siblings, online siblings at that. Same person I would talk to outside of YouTube almost every day. Same person I would try to include in collabs on my channel whenever I had the time. The same person who, quote unquote, would support me when I was going through a hard time. The same person who forced me to make an apology for drama that I didn't even start. "2023 has not been a good year. And I hate the fact that this year has been so damn hard. And just honestly full of spite and hate and drama. That's what this year was for me. And let's not forget the endless amounts of crying that I did throughout this year. Because I just can't seem to remain happy with myself. Like, at all. It's Christmas Eve. Tomorrow's Christmas. I don't know how tomorrow's going to go, but hopefully probably better than tonight. I don't go back to work until Wednesday. So I'm gonna try to make these 2 days off great. If that. But honestly, I hate a lot of people. Not even dislike, I hate a lot of people. And majority of the people on my dad's side of the family is most of them. People I had to go to school with. Hey, most of them too. I just have a lot of hatred within me. And if I unleash it, I will actually feel better about making these people miserable. Okay. But we're not talking about you. We're talking about me. I was too lazy to put the rules in the description. I'm sorry you lost your grandmother. But we're not talking about you. We're talking about me. This is my event stream. Please do not try to make it about you. That's the one thing I hate that people stay doing. Don't do that. My fucking phone. And then sometimes I think nowadays that my grandma is gone, sometimes I think it was me being punished for something. Like, little me thought that. Like, little 8-year-old me thought that. 8-year-old me thought that I did something for my grandma no longer being here. Until my mom told me why she was no longer here. And I remember the day she told me, I literally cried the whole day. Because 8-year-old me had to come to terms with the fact that I could no longer hug her. I can no longer go to her house. And I can no longer just be with her in her presence, basically. I had to come to the terms with the fact that I only had one grandmother instead of two. And I can't even say I love that one specific grandmother, because I'll be honest, I don't. Because if I did, I would be lying. I got spoiled by my grandmother on my mom's side more than my dad's side. Because she favors all my cousins. They get all great gifts, expensive ones. My sister and I get cheap shit. And for some reason, we're not included in all the extravagant gifts and shit. And she wonders why we don't come around no more. My dad's nephew's kids are always down there. Like they don't have a house on their own that they can live in. They're always down there. We don't come around no more because we're tired of the fake shit. We're tired of the phony shit. It's exhausting to deal with. We just stay home because we don't want to go see grandma anymore. She doesn't call us. She doesn't text us. So what's the point of going to see her? There's no point. There's no point in going to see our grandmother when she doesn't call, she doesn't text, she doesn't do anything. She doesn't try to come visit us. She doesn't do none of that. The only time we get calls is only on our birthdays. That's it. Nothing else. Only on our birthdays. That's the only time we actually hear and see from her is our birthdays. My dad practically forces us to go down there for Mother's Day when we don't want to. We don't want to deal with her at all. I hate to be that way, but if I actually said I love you to my grandmother, it would be a lie. It would be a dead-ass lie, because I don't love her. I wish I did. I wish I could. But I can't give no love to somebody that I don't love. It's okay. My only grandmother I did love is no longer here. The grandmother that's here now doesn't even call or text me. She doesn't do none of that. She forgets me and my sister's birthdays, but remembers everybody else's. It sucks She was even happy that she didn't have to buy me and my sister gifts this year because we asked for gift cards. That's how crappy she is with giving presents. For us. But she has no problem shopping for my cousins. Absolutely no problems because she knows what they like. But because she barely bonds with me and my little sister, she doesn't know what the fuck we like. She doesn't. The funny thing is that my parents knew from the time me and my sister were little. They knew already. My mom already knew that me and my sister were not going to be favored by her. My mom already knew that. My dad's ex-wife is still favored by the fucking family. My mom, being my dad's new wife, is not favored like that. My stupid dad's ex-wife is my aunt's friend. Meaning the aunt I had an argument with, not the aunt that practically disowned me. I hate my grandmother for the fact that she seems to forget our birthdays almost every fucking year, but can remember everybody else's. I hate the fact that my dad hasn't said a damn word to her about it yet. I don't call or text or even try to reach out no more because there's no point. Whenever I have to call my grandmother on her damn birthday, she doesn't seem to want to answer. The only way I can reach her is basically through my dad because he's the only one that she calls. I stopped calling my grandma because there's no point in me talking to her. My sister doesn't even bother doing it. My mom doesn't really care. We just stopped going to her house. We only go when my dad basically just says, well, that's still your grandmother. And be like, half the time I want to be like, she may still be my grandmother by blood, but that doesn't mean I want to go see her. I have no intentions on seeing her. I don't want to see her. The way I get treated all these damn years, what's the point of me going to see her? You name one good reason why I should go see her. And don't say it's just because she's your grandmother. I don't care. Blood or not, no. It's not that I mean it in a disrespectful way. It's just the fact that I just don't want to deal with her. I love her from a distance, but I'm not going to go visit her when I have no intentions to. There's no point. Younger me would love to go to grandma's house and have a lot of fun with my cousins over there because younger me didn't know what the fuck was going on. Younger me was a little too oblivious, but then as younger me got older, younger me starts seeing through all the fake shit. Sees what happens. Sees what's been going on. There's no fucking point. My mom already knew this shit while I was younger. My dad's family is phony and fake as hell. There's no point in me being around that shit. No point at all. I have no love or empathy for people who want to be fake with me. I do not. Because honestly, I just say, fuck it. You live your life until you perish, and I'll live mine until I perish. My grandmother got me an ugly ass outfit for my birthday. I still kept it because I wanted to spare her feelings. But honestly, I should have let her have it. I only kept it because the outfit was warm. It's an ugly ass green color. An ugly fucking green. Ugly fucking green. I spared her from what I was really going to say. But next year, if I get some bullshit, I'm not sparing her. I'm gonna tell her how it is, and if she calls me ungrateful, I'm gonna be like, okay, now I'll be fucking ungrateful, because that shit is fucking hideous. You don't think me and my sister know how to fucking treat us every fucking year? Why do our cousins get expensive shit, yet two of them treat you like shit? But you have two other grandkids that wish to see you, but can't because our cousins are always at your fucking house, and we barely get any time alone with you in your house. Did she even ask what your favorite color was? No. My grandma doesn't know shit about me. She doesn't. She knows what I like. I told her many times what I like. You'd think she'd get with the program and actually know what the fuck to get me. For my birthday. Or for Christmas even. No, she doesn't. She spends a lot more time with my cousins more than anything. She knows what the fuck they like, but can't figure out what the fuck me and my sister like. You would think my dad, being her son, she would ask him. She doesn't. It's just the fact that I wonder, why did the grandmother that actually care about me have to go instead of the one who doesn't? And it sucks though, because at least one of my cousins still has both of her grandmothers. Both of them are still alive. Mine, I only have one half, and the other half doesn't even give a fuck about me. The other half wouldn't give a damn. I hate it here. I fucking hate it here. Favoritism sucks massive shit. It sucks. Favoritism sucks. That's why I speak up on the shit whenever I fucking see it. I only spare my grandmother for what I'm going to say because of my damn dad. That's the only reason why she's being spared. I only spare her because of him. Had he not been around, she would not be spared at all. I wouldn't give a damn if I hurt her feelings. The truth hurts, and she needs to fucking hear it. She don't want to hear it because she knows how it is. But this is why I don't call her or text her, because of this very fucking reason. Because I'm gonna let her have it. Yeah, she's lucky. She is very fucking lucky. I'm sparing her. I would have no remorse if I ever hurt her feelings. I would not have any damn remorse. You ain't have no remorse from when you were treating me and my sister like shit. She ain't had no remorse then. She didn't have no remorse when she gave us crappy ass Christmas gifts. Neither did my fucking aunt. Guess why? The only family I worry about is only a selective few family members. A selective few. My sister doesn't like to show her emotions unless she gets like really upset or really pissed off. That's the only time she'll show her actual emotions. Other than that, she'll just give you a what the fuck face or I don't give a damn and just continue doing what the fuck she's doing. My sister is more street smart than book smart because of my damn dad. She's like a mini him. My sister won't give a fuck until she gets pissed off or very upset. Me, however, I'm quick to get mad and I'm quick to get upset. And I'm quick to act out and lash out on it. So, like, it sucks like that. Oh, yeah, funny thing, too. My grandmother was the one who told my dad not to marry the ex wife. He went ahead and married her. They were only together for like a year and then divorce. Because the ex wife was out cheating. Or at least I think she was. I don't know. All I know is that my dad caught her in a damn club and then, think. Oh, no, yeah, she was out cheating. Yep. She was out cheating. And then keep in mind, that's my brother's mom. Well, I should probably say half siblings because they're all not fully my siblings. We all got the same damn dad. That's the only reason why we're all related. We all got the same dad. Different moms, but same dad. So she didn't want him to marry her, but she's more favored. Make it make sense. Yeah, you would think it would make sense. It doesn't. She's only more favored because of all the shit that she did for him while they were together. And she's also more favored because she is my aunt's friend. She still acts like she's in the fucking family knowing that her and my dad are divorced. She's lucky she's old now. I would have drop kicked her ass. I just feel like me and my sister are not loved enough by my grandmother. Like, we're not loved enough. That's what I feel like. And if I ever told my dad this, he would be upset. If I ever told him this, he would be very upset. Because in all that, she's still your grandmother's shit. I'm gonna still probably get that shoved down my throat, but at the same time, I'll be like, even if she's still my grandmother, I don't feel loved by her. That's all I feel. Like, no. And it sucks that I feel like I'm not loved by my own grandmother. It sucks. It sucks massive shit. Like, how you gonna love the rest of your grandchildren, but that you have They're just casted out aside and not loved at all. Like, I feel like my sister and I are outcasts. And we shouldn't feel like outcasts in our own family. But that's what I feel like we are. I feel like she's just a stranger that my dad calls mom. Even when she calls his phone, I don't answer it. I don't answer it. Because what am I going to say? What am I going to say? I have nothing to say. This woman who I've known since I was little, who I used to call grandma all the time, now I barely visit because my cousins take up all her damn attention. Because as I get older, I just want to be more distant. I don't want to be bothered no more. I don't want to be bothered with her. My sister is about to be 15. She still has time to be bothered with my grandma. But me, I'm 21. I don't want to be bothered no more. I want to be left alone. The last time I actually visited my grandmother, I can't even remember. That's how long it's been. I can't remember. I can't remember the last time I actually went down to her house and visited her. That's how long it's been since I actually seen her. At her house. That's how long it's been. Moving on from my ridiculous ass excuse of a damn family. Um I even thought back to all the heartbreak I went through in middle school and high school. But I think between both, I think the heartbreak that probably like crushed me more was the one from middle school because I have feelings. I'm in I'm like an emotional elemental. Hence my sign is water. So like excuse me. I'm on like the emotional scale of like the zodiacs. So how would y'all feel if like someone you developed a crush on, right? How would y'all feel if that person that you developed a crush on decided to ask you out, but then you don't find out till like about 2 weeks later after he suddenly or she suddenly breaks up with you out of nowhere with no explanation, but then you find out from the rest of your classmates that you were basically a dare. That person never liked you at all. They never liked you back at all. You were basically a dare to them that they just had to complete because it was a dare. Like, how would you feel if your heart was just a dare to them? The heart that you decided to let them hold and try to give them, only for them to just stab you in the back like that, knowing you were in the dark the entire time without fucking knowing anything. And everyone decides to tell you after you get your heart broken. They decide to tell you after that instead of during the whole thing, not even giving you a warning or nothing. And I can't remember. I think I cried for at least 3 days. I cried for at least 3 days. Knowing after knowing that I was just a dare to that person. He didn't even apologize either. And then, after I get my heart broken, he decides to go out with one of my classmates in my class. And I found out because they literally were flaunting their relationship right in front of me. They were doing that right in front of me. They didn't give a fuck about my feelings. They didn't care. And y'all know I'm a thick bitch. The girl he went out with was not as thick as me, but she was skinny. And I was a little envious of her because like her stomach area was skinny and mine's not like that. I'm a really thick bitch. Like my stomach area is a bit out. Hers was like all the way in, barely out at all. And the person that I had a crush on at the time, this, by the way, this was like 13-year-old me. 13-year-old me at the time had a crush on an Aquarius. And my zodiac is a Scorpio. I didn't find out he was an Aquarius until I actually like thought about the birthday. And then I looked up the zodiacs. I looked up mine. I was a Scorpio. I was an October born. I looked up his at that time. His birthday was like February 12th, like 2 days before Valentine's Day. And then I found out he's an Aquarius. And I'm like, no wonder why I got my heart broken. And then like I kind of looked it up. Aquarius, like the Aquarius sign, they're not really on the emotional scale. They are when they like completely found a person that they can like confide in or something like that. But they're not really meant to be emotional. And I noticed they hate being confronted. And then come to think about it, he wasn't really on an emotional scale with me like I was with him. Like 13-year-old me would call him pet names and he wouldn't really like do it back. He would only call me one and I'm just like, but I feel like he was like too scared to. And then come to think about it, he was more trying to do like more like touchy like things during that 2-week dare, like more touchy things instead of like talking about feelings things. And it was just like during that time, 13-year-old me didn't mind it, but then looking back on it now, it was kind of like just ugh. So like I don't know. And then when he just ended everything after like 2 weeks, that was kind of that's kind of why I was like I felt broken inside. I'm just like, because then I started blaming myself. Like, did I do something? And I kept asking, like, he wouldn't tell me anything. And then the next couple days after I went to school, I found out everything. And it is just like, and I never got an answer as to why that happened. I never got an answer. Like, no one could tell me why he even accepted the dare. Like, why didn't he just tell me about it? Then again, my dumbass, he wasn't going to tell me because then I wouldn't agree to it. Something I've seen say about water signs is that we can also be manipulative when needed. Like, we can match the energy of someone. Like, we could also be toxic back to a toxic person. Yeah, I found that out too. So, sometimes I would try to, like, use that to my advantage if I want to get out of something. So, I technically did in a way, but at the same time, I kind of didn't. But, like, I don't know. And men wonder why girls are so fucking insecure. Yeah. Because for some reason we get stuck with the bad people. We get stuck with the red flags. But right now, I have a green flag right now. That's all I'm gonna say. I have a green flag right now. Men also love to say that girls are always attracted to red flags more. Bullshit! We are not. We think that they're a green flag until they show their red flags later that overpower the damn green. And then what sucks is that he's blocked me on social media for like a couple years after like 8th grade, after our last year in the same middle school together. He's blocked me on everything. And then like after a couple years, like I think after high school, yeah, like after I think, or I think it was during or after high school. It was after high school that he suddenly unblocks me off of everything, and then he follows me on like 2 social media apps, and I'm just like, and then part of me was just like, you had me blocked for years, and then out of nowhere you just want to unblock me and suddenly follow me now. I was so confused. I'm like, I looked at my phone like at least 5 times, and I'm just like, is this the same person that did this shit to me that wanted to? Why? Why is what? Why is basically just why. Mm-hmm. Bye Twitch. Bye Twitch. And plus, like nowadays, it's hard for females to find men that love plus size women without having to like bash them. There are some of them on TikTok. I've seen a few. And I'm like, protect these men at all costs. Cause like my cousin on my mom's side, she's plus size like me. And I feel more bad for her because I feel like she's gotten a lot more trauma than I did when it comes to like relationships. And she's told me about a few of them, and I felt really bad. I'm like, my poor cousin. She's gained some experience with relationship things out of the problems she had, but I still feel like she does have trauma from it. And I do feel really bad that I couldn't really help her through it, through that time, because we lost contact over the years. We still talk, but during that time when she was going through stuff, we weren't in contact because I lost her phone number and I couldn't really find a way to get in touch with her. It just feels like I had a bunch of knives stabbed in my back this year. Like, that's what it feels like. I've been listening. He was never my boyfriend. I can't say I got abused by him in a way, but I felt like I was used. I just felt used by him, not really abused, and he was never my boyfriend. And to be honest, now I'm thinking about it, I don't think we would ever work out as a couple. We wouldn't really work out as a couple. Thinking about it now and how we've like interacted with each other, we like during the like because we were both 13 at the time, we would do more. Well, I wouldn't say I initiated it. He actually initiated it. He would be more touchy with me than anything. I wasn't really like touchy with him. So I can relate to that because it happened in middle school. We weren't together, but we were never together. But every time I was in the classroom or something and his class was in the hallway, he would always look through my classroom door, just staring directly at me. And while all of 8th grade was in the gym, I kept catching him looking at me. And I'm like, I hope you're looking at the stage and not me. And no, and every time I kept looking, no, he was looking directly at me. I'm like, okay. I don't know what that meant. I refuse to know what that meant. I don't really care what that meant. I'm just like, why? What's the point of being in a relationship when you just plan to use your partner for sick entertainment? I don't know. All I know is that Aquarius kept giving me stares throughout in like the entirety of like 8th grade. I kept getting nothing but stares. It was so ugh. I don't even know how to feel about it. And then I had to keep in mind we were both 13 and 14 at the time of this happening. So I'm just like, ugh. And then sometimes we were also neighbors. So sometimes when I would be taking out the trash for my dad when he asked me to, or I'm outside with my sister playing with her, I would catch him staring at me through his window. I'd be like, is he looking at me? And then as I'm walking, I kept feeling eyes on me. So I looked around. There was no one around me. I looked up at the sky, like taking a glance. My eye just happened to catch the window for a second. I'm like, why are you there? And why are you looking at me? And then when I caught him, he would quickly shut his blinds. I'm like, so he was looking at me. I'm like, okay. I didn't know what to think of it. I don't know if that's like, I can't say that's like a form of stalking. I don't know if it is, but because we were both neighbors at the time, I don't know what that means. And I'm just like, why? Then I can't really confront him about it because he would never talk to me. And I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna just learn to live with it. So I just dealt with it like the whole time until I moved away. Because then when I moved away, I didn't have to think about him no more. I kind of felt free in a way. So I didn't have to catch him staring at me no more. Thank God. And then when I really moved away, I didn't have to worry about him being in the same school as me. It was a blessing. It was such a blessing. So that is a form of stalker behavior, I guess. I would think so. I kind of felt happier being away from him because I'm just like, I don't have to worry about my heart getting broken anymore, and I don't have to worry about trying to kill him. So I'm just like, you know what? That's kind of one reason I'm glad I moved away. Plus, it was kind of good to get a different environment, you know. I went to a different school without him being there, and my new home at the time, it was just, I wouldn't say it was the best, but it was definitely better than where I was. I just still think it sucks that I did have my heart broken at such a young age. But, I mean, you never know unless you, like, try it, I guess. If, if someone can't respect you for who and what you do or try to change you, I feel like I know where this is going, but I'm gonna wait. I keep dropping my damn phone. They need to get the fuck out of your life, and that's on period. Excuse me. But honestly. I'd rather pick my Aries over the damn Aquarius. Because at least the Aries understands me more and can actually connect with me on an emotional level. Of course, me and Aries are a bit touchy with each other. That's because, like, we're adults now, so we can basically do that. But honestly, me and Aries have a stronger bond together than me and Aquarius ever will have. And I can honestly say I'm proud of that. Yes, my partner is an Aries. And you would think I'd be with another water sign. I don't know. Because I did have a crush on another water sign that was basically my same sign, but he was born in November. I thought, I mean, I liked him in high school, but I mean, like, I fell, I fell for him early and he fell too late. So I'm just like, it was one of those scenarios. I'm like, yeah, no. And he didn't fall for me until junior year of high school. I fell for him in freshman year. I liked you then. You didn't like me then. Fell for somebody else. Now you want to fall for me. No. So yeah, I fell for another Scorpio. And I'm just like, yeah, no. Because I don't know how I would handle being able to date my own sign. Only thing I did get from him, though, he was taller than me, so. My current, my current one is around the same height as me, so. I mean, I can get with that, but I mean, like, like a Stolas and Blitz situation. Just about. Yeah, just about. With the other Scorpio, yeah. And I will be honest, like there was a couple times before me and Aries would clash like a lot. But that was only when like we got into like really deep heated arguments and we wouldn't talk to each other. Now we do talk things out and we try to sort through them. We try to give each other like comfort and stuff. It's just no, for like each month there's like different dates. It contains different dates for like two zodiacs. For example, October, you have English. You have October born Libras and October born Scorpios. Basically it depends on the date you're born in a month. For November, it's also November born Scorpios and November born Sagittarius. December born Sagittarius, and December born Capricorns, and so on and so forth. It basically depends on the date you're born. One thing about girls I don't understand, what's with the height obsession? I don't know. Um, some girls just like men or women that are taller than them. Me, I like someone who's around my height or taller. My current partner is around my height, so I'm happy. So, but honestly, the ones who have a deep height obsession, I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't think I'll ever understand. Right now, I have to focus on finishing my family's gift bags for tomorrow. I have to put our name tags on the bags, and I gotta put the rest of my dad's gifts in his bag so he can have them for tomorrow. I bought my dad 3 shirts, and I bought him a pack of socks. So I hope he likes the shirts, because I tried to pick out some things I knew he would wear. Only problem is I know all the shirts are black, so they didn't really have any variety in color in the store. It was mostly black shirts and nothing but black shirts. And I'm just like, I can't shop here. Not for no clothes. Excuse me. But yeah, I do have a boyfriend, Toy. I forgot to answer your question. I do. I saw him earlier today. Okay, the pink in my eye is going away a little bit. That's good. But yeah, I'll be honest, I had a crush on a few zodiac signs. Aquarius, unfortunately, was one of them. Another Scorpio, a Capricorn, another Aquarius. I had a crush on a Sagittarius. I had a crush on another Aries. That's not my current one. And I think that was it. Basically all the zodiac signs I did have a crush on. Well, I did have a crush on TikTok. He was a Cancer. I had a crush on him too. It was a short crush. Because then I also it was in his bio too. He lives in like another state. He lives in like another state that's across from me because I live in New Jersey. He lives in Pennsylvania. That state is literally across from me. I had a crush on a bunch of zodiacs, and two of them were the same. Well, no, yeah, a couple of them were the same. I'm just like, I had a crush on a ton of people, and I'll be honest, only it sucks because only two only two out of all those signs I said actually liked me back, not including my current one. And they didn't like me for an emotional reason. Mm. I'm talking about both of the Aquarius. They did not like me for an emotional reason. Uh, it was more of a physical reason. And that physical reason, that's basically the curse of me being thick. I'm gonna just say that. It was the curse of me being thick. Mm. Now, I'll keep in mind the other Aquarius I met in high school. And while me and my current Aries were not together at that time, I did have a small crush on him, but I thought he was taken, so I had to put my feelings aside. But I'm just like, I'm kind of glad I never actually got with him because he dropped out of high school, and my parents didn't want me dating a dropout. So I'm just like, you know what? No. Yeah, the other Aquarius, he dropped out of high school. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not dating a damn school dropout. Mm-mm. The only signs I remember dating were a Cancer before we declared ourselves zodiac siblings, and a Scorpio in middle school, it was quite affectionate, touchy, etc. Actually, both in middle school. Oh damn. But yeah, like there was this a lot of times I had a crush on people, and they either had crushes already, or well, no, they either had partners already, or they just didn't like me back. In which it sucked. I don't know what sign my ex was. I don't really care to know. But yeah, my love life was mostly heartbreak and being having my feelings played with, basically. Basically, that's basically how my love life was. But then my current Aries, he got his shit together. I got my shit together. Yeah, and well, now we're together. Because me and Aries, we can connect with each other because of all the shit that's happened to both of us. We kind of relate to each other in a way. And we know what we're both thinking most of the time. We know how we both get when we're upset or mad. We basically are predictable with each other. We know what the fuck's going to happen. And to be honest, out of everyone we knew in our lives, we're more comfortable with each other. It's crazy. High school crushes just didn't like me back and ended up dating someone in my sister's circle. I usually had dated someone who dated someone in that sister circle before me. Oh, damn. But, yeah, I just had to get all that out. I feel a lot better actually releasing all the tension and feelings I had. I feel a lot better. I didn't want to bother Aries about this because I know he was going to be playing the game with his friends later on, and we're actually going to be doing a call later. So I didn't really want to bug him about anything. But I know he's probably watching this live and thinking, why didn't you just call me? I'm like, I didn't want to be bothersome. But it just sucks that my heart aches over all this shit that's happened to me in my life. Of course, most of it is just like vague and like foggy memories now, but some things it's just hard to forget. Sometimes I wish they never happened. Sometimes I just wish I could disappear during those moments. But I can't turn back time because if I could, I would change a lot of things that has happened. Why do I feel like he's someone to that be in chat? Well, he used to be someone that used to be in chat, but not anymore. I do pray that 2024 is a way better year because 2023 was just not it. Honestly, the two previous years they were way better than this one. I'll be honest, they were way better than this one. I didn't lose a lot of people in those years like I did in this one. I didn't have as much drama in those previous 2 years like I did this one. I had 3 different dramas that happened at 3 different times. That should not have happened in the first place. But these dark circles around my eyes will not go away. Ugh. There are just a few good moments that happened in 2023, but overall, the bad shit overpowered the good, which was honestly suckish. 2024 better be better than 2023. I am praying for it to be better because 2023 was just not it. And it just felt off. This year just felt off. It's like you knew as soon as the bell rang for 2023, you knew something bad was going to happen during this damn year. And oh, trust me and believe, a lot of shit happened. That should not have happened. Like, family problems gotten worse. I lost a lot of family members this year. Well, I lost 2 family members this year, back to back, which sucked. And I got into a lot of arguments with people at work, which also suck. And for once, I didn't get my heart broken this year. So there's that. But I had a lot of drama that happened this year. You think I want to be dealing with all these fucking headaches and shit from people that I don't give a damn about? And it's the fact that, like, I had to deal with a bitch that couldn't even complete her damn revenge plan because she was a dumbass. She still calls Lucky Chan her sister after all the shit that's happened. Like, bitch, those exposed videos are not going away. I don't even think Lucky forgave her. I hope she didn't. But, like, still. Can we not bring that up, please? The bitch still never gave a proper apology either. She still never gave a proper apology to anybody. She still didn't. I do not want to be reminded of the incest phase I used to have when I was younger. Everyone in the PPG community went through that. I went through it. I don't want to talk about it. Oh yeah, I did mean to tell y'all. My dad did get us a Christmas tree. It's not as big as the ones we usually have. It's smaller, but you know it'll do. We have a tree. Sucks he paid $50 for it, but like still, it's a pretty tree. Her apologizing will happen when pigs fly, and pigs will never fly. But yeah, Honey Blister will never. I will never forgive her. I will not forgive. I will not forgive the one who forced me to make an apology when I'm not even fucking sorry, and I'll never forgive that bitch who came back to YouTube just to make videos on me and then left again. I will never forgive any of those damn people. They can all rot in hell. I do not give a fuck. You can all rot in hell, and I will not give a damn. Rot in fucking hell for all I care. If she apologizes, then I'm a romantic. A romantic. And I felt like I had a lot. You had a lot of nightmares too. I had a ton of them this year. And for some reason, most of the nightmares I had were either with racist people or me getting shot. Or one of my family members getting shot in front of my face and then they're dying right in front of me. I don't know why that has happened. She's gonna apologize when we have flying cars. Honey Blister will never fucking apologize. I will keep reminding people that those exposed videos are still up. Like, every time I have a nightmare, it's either with racist people in it, or I'm getting shot, or a family member is getting shot in front of my face. That's what the nightmares mainly are. But it's either me or someone else dying. And then when I wake up, I'm still alive. But honestly, I have all those nightmares combined, those shits is traumatizing as hell. Which is why if my parents know which towns are racist, we will never visit them. Like, I found out, like, every time we take a trip down to Atlantic City, my mom told me that, like, while my grandmother was still here, she had to go to court in a racist town in this state. And I'm like, you would think New Jersey being a blue state, you wouldn't think there'd be any racist towns. There's a couple racist towns. My grandma had to go to court in one of the racist towns. I'm surprised they made it out alive. Which is why they never go back there. And I'm like, okay. Which is why every time we visit, we go to Atlantic City, I remember which town it is. I try to remember which town it is so that I never, ever move there. At all. Because I'm just like, it's a racist town. Why the fuck would I move there? And plus, I hate racist people. I'd be ready to fight them. Can't do that because I'll go to jail, but still, I'd be ready to fight them. Number 1, die by explosion with other girls coming back as a ghost to talk to my mom before I wake up. 2, running through some sort of horror labyrinth for a test with other girls while being chased. I hate those dreams when I'm being chased by something because I'm literally still running and then I'm like, how am I not out of breath? And then I wake up, I'm out of breath. The hell was I doing? Also, the first one while being chased was what was up with this year. Yeesh. Yeah, if you have a lot of nightmares during a damn year, you know this year just ain't it. And if you have less nightmares, the year was good. And next year, it'll be leap year, so we'll have February 29th coming up. Anyone else have that nightmare when you're falling before you land, you gasp for air out of your sleep? I had a couple of those. I don't know if this is a nightmare, but I swore I had a dream about my white teacher, I guess. We've been arguing and she said something like, "You're just like your father." I don't know what the fuck that was. Oh. Yeah, I don't know either. Unless your father came up and had a meeting with her and probably cursed her out or some shit. I don't know. But I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what that is. It's like, that seems a little more confusing than anything. I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I don't know what that is. Something random? Limbo? I don't know. I look tired as shit. Oh, I hate this. We are also going through like slides, corridors with horrifying stuff to motivate us to keep going or we were killed. Yee. Yeah, no. Now it's actually weird how we can have dreams. How the heck can we dream us, literally us, being in dangerous situations? Shit we watch before bed. Like we take the person's place that we watch before we go to bed. Or something. I don't know. What the fuck was that? Ooh. I also had another dream that gave me flashbacks to childhood trauma. Oh, damn. See, I'm not even sure. I'd be watching ASMR. I don't know how the fuck you be having nightmares. Oh, my weirdest nightmare, I think it was a game, like, of me and my cousin just hiding behind trees with some sentient train unaliving them, and I think I lived by the end of it. Well, damn. Y'all be having fucked up ass dreams, and so do I. I had a couple fucked up ass dreams. I even had some dreams of when I was like a child that I could really tell y'all about. Like I was 7, 8 years old, and I still remember what the fuck those dreams were, which is fucking scary. I'm just like, I can remember those, and some of those I can't even fucking remember. Maybe I should stop listening to true crime so much, though. I haven't watched much this year. I've listened to mostly ASMR. I can't English. So, I'm gonna tell y'all one of the nightmares I had. If I can remember which ones. Because I had a lot, and some of them are hard to pick from. I had 3 FNAF related nightmares. Oh shit. Alright, so, I forgot what actually happened, but. So, my sister, my mom, and I, we were all in the house. My parents weren't home yet. And then somehow, my sister and I, we were in our room, but it was like in our old home, like because we used to live in a projects before we like moved away. We were in that house, but it like the home was like completely like redecorated. Like the room was a tad bit bigger, and the stairwell was was more like spiral like. And I work at a grocery store, and I have a certain manager that I recognize by his facial features. Like, I saw him, but it wasn't him. Because most of the time, he would usually wear a mask on his face. And this man did not have no mask on his face, and his facial features were completely different from the manager that I see during my night shift. So I'm just like,
why is he in the house? So then I'm like, he's talking to me. I can't remember what the fuck he said. But then my mom came home. My mom went into her room. And then for some reason this man pulled out a weapon and tried to shoot my mom. So I had to jump on him. My sister had to get him too. And I had to take the gun from him. Like, he was a fucking psychopath. I don't even know what the fuck he was doing in the damn house. And yet for some reason we didn't react right away. And I'm just like, and then I woke up and I'm thinking, what the fuck was that? It was so weird. And the fucked up thing is, I watched J-Moji before bed, and then I ended up dreaming that. I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm like, and J-Moji wasn't even playing Splatoon. He was playing a Suika game. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Oh. Number one, A Nightmare After That Dance to Forget music video. Animatronics are all over the place. 2, in a bedroom, and Plush Trap was on the wall. 3, I don't know what caused that, but Plush Trap straight up ate my dad. Oh. Plush Trap ate your father, and he's a tiny ass animatronic. A tiny ass nightmare animatronic, I'm gonna say that. Girl, if you don't kick Plush Trap out the damn window. Oh. Actually, no, pour water on his face. Trigger warning mention of essay. Childhood trauma nightmare. Almost essayed by a bunch of males while I was locked in a bathroom stall with no way of escaping. Trauma. I was essayed by my own stepdad. What the fuck? I would have killed him. I'm sorry. I would have killed him and would have said it was out of self-defense. I was a kid, okay? Whew. At least I know I'm not the only one with essay trauma. Like, when you look, there's literally no sparkle in my damn eye unless I do like this. You can't see shit unless I do like that. And then right now, my eyes look dead. They look zombie-like. It's just, oh my god. I feel so bad for you. I'm so sorry. If I could give you a hug, I would. Yeah, like air hug would be like this. You know. Well, you're lucky to not have dealt with any trauma. We all have this one thing in common besides acting like we on crack is weird behind nightmares. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's dead, by the way. They said natural causes or OD. He went missing for like a week before being found in a van in his brother's backyard, which is actually like a block away from my grandmother's house. Damn. Damn. He went missing? Oh, wow. Yeesh. You know, I hate to be this way, but I'm actually kind of happy he went missing. You didn't deserve that shit that happened to you. You didn't deserve it. He deserved to go missing. I'm sorry. He deserved to go missing. Anyway. Yeah. Shadow is asleep in his toy, so I can't bring him to the camera tonight, sadly. He's asleep. He's asleep. Yeah, you can kind of see him. Oh, no, you can't. I'm in the way. But Shadow's asleep. His ass was yelling at me all night because I kept moving him around. My mother had to confirm stuff about him that apparently his family couldn't. So yeah, this was before, this was before 2023. Also, I was 2 because I was so tempted to tell my mom back then, but so wait, your mom doesn't know anything? Oh wait, hold on. You mean to tell me your mom doesn't know you were S8 by him? Oh wow. Oh, I think I had a similar nightmare to that, but with my uncle. I was sleeping on the couch, but it just happened the fact it left me scared. It left me scared after I woke up, probably because I find him scary. Yeah, probably. That's because I don't get enough sleep at night. That's why. Where's my charger? Why does it always go missing? Ah! I feel like I would have ruined their relationship when I was younger. I told her when I was in high HS, I had a whole breakdown while telling her. It was because she noticed how I wasn't doing so good in HS. Oh, so you did tell her eventually. Okay. But it kind of sucks that for some reason there's this saying how people who had the most fucked up backstories and fucked up traumas and shit, they actually do better in life. Or they're doing better or some shit for some reason. I find that to be almost scarily true because, in a way, all the shit we're saying in this stream right now, and for some reason, we're all doing mostly better in life. I'm getting by through college okay. I'm doing okay at work. My channel's fine. And then with Zania, it's kind of like the same thing. I felt really bad with her trauma too. And then she's also successful with her channel as well. And she's also getting by in school. I'm just like, for some reason, that saying is almost scary when it comes true. Just that it sucks that some people have to go through trauma to do better in life. And I can't say like I'm gonna take Akalia life for example, because she went through a lot of shit and she's told everybody on her streams, and I'm just like, that girl went through a lot of damn trauma from when she was like in her preteens, not even her preteens, when she was like a kid to now. The girl is 21 and she went through a lot of shit, really fucked up shit that I can't even say myself because it hurt my heart to hear her say all that stuff. And I know it hurt her to say it, but I'm just like, she went through a lot of shit. She even disowned her family. And the girl is doing well. Well, her channel's doing well, I'm gonna just say that. She has a loving family on that channel, too. A loving community that loves her, and she loves them. I'm just like, it sucks that some people have to go through a lot of trauma just to do good. To be better, to feel secure, to feel safe. It sucks. Of course, some people, even when they're not going through trauma, they still do good. And that's great for them. They don't have to experience all this fucked up shit. But I'm just saying, people who experience fucked up shit for some reason do better in life, which is honestly scary. They do better in life at something. Not everything, but something, which is honestly fucked up. Because then you ask yourself, why'd I have to experience this fucked up ass shit just to do better? Why? Looking back at how his and my mom's relationship, there was this nagging dark thought of it. I said something earlier of all the stuff he did could have not happened to me and my mom. And also, I'm scared of belts. My dad used to, discipline me and my brother. He did it too hard one time. It actually left a bruise on my leg. Oh. You see, I'm glad you didn't grow up with my dad's mom. Like, my dad told me he got whooped, like, with a stick or an extension cord. My grandma used to whoop him and his siblings with extension cords, and those shits hurt. I got off easy by either getting a hand beaten or something else. But the only ever time I got an ass whooping was twice in my life. Alright, y'all, I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all later.